there were a lot of comments talking about SIGs that I left out in the first video, so I thought, you know what guys, I'll give you a little more. I'm not going to include any of the ones that I included in the first video, okay? So no Hattori, no Mordex, you know, none of that. Still limiting it to 10 in total, 1 per character. So this is by no means going to be a super complete list. Let me know if I left out anything, you know. Let me know what SIGs you guys think are super good. But with that being said, here's my list for another 10 best SIGs in Brawlhalla. Number 1. Oh, again, also this is in no particular order. It's very hard to rank these as being better than worse than each other because they're all very different. But the first one I will include is Bodvar Swordside SIG. So this move, let me turn on hitboxes. 30 damage, very good. Fast, very good hitbox. It hits in the air. Like if I make this bot jump, it still hits in the air there. And so it's super good for especially attacking landings. So if someone is recovering to the stage, they use all their jumps, they use their dodge, you can throw out this. Just knock them out, you know? Very good SIG, very versatile. You're gonna see a lot of use out of this. This is definitely Bodvar's best SIG. Alright, I'm making this fast. Last video I took a little too long, so I'm just going speedy mode this time. And the tempo of Miami Dome's gonna keep me. That's not the right character. It's gonna keep me I was gonna say keep me going fast, but at the same time, I'm sitting here switching legends. Okay, Queen Nai. You know, not the fastest character in the game, but she's got a hell of a fast SIG in this Spear End SIG. This move, again, you just saw the damage there. Great damage, unreactable, very fast. Why do you keep spawning in the air? Very fast. Pretty good knockout potential. And this is a move on Spear, right? So Spear typically has trouble hitting or killing in this grounded area. Because, well, what are its kill moves? Downlight Sair, both of which hit in the air. You could do a Falling Sair, but that takes a while, you know, that's reactable. But this move is super fast and it hits on the ground. On top of that, you know, you can get a string. If they don't have a dodge. Let me just show stun real quick, which kills pretty early. All around great SIG. Moving on. Ragnir, here we go. You guys probably saw this coming. It's the Axe End SIG. Now the thing with this move, the reason why I didn't include it in the first one is because I just thought there were some SIGs that did its job a little better. But the thing is, that's not entirely fair, because this SIG is actually incredibly strong. And the reason is that while it does only hit aerial, look at this hitbox. It covers all around, and it covers all around very fast. And so if someone's trying to float on you from above, very safe move to throw out. And not only that, but it does 27 damage. So it's the kind of move that it's not exclusive to using as a kill move. And then on top of that, Axe, similar to Spear, doesn't have anything that can really kill on the ground, you know, Sidelight. Okay, Neutralite is its best grounded option, but it doesn't kill until much later, and it's very punishable. So, the Axe moveset typically hits you aerial, you know, Sidelight and air, Downlight, they all hit you into the air. And so, against Axe, you gotta be aware of this Sair on the ground, you gotta be aware of this Sidelight on the ground. And so you're bound to be put into the air by Axe. That's sort of what it does. Into perfect position to get hit by this End SIG, which has good killing power on top of everything else. So there you go, Ragnir Axe End SIG. You guys saw that coming, most likely. Next up, gonna be my boy Caspian. I really like this character. Sadly, he's not super what I'm looking for, but with that being said, he's got incredible SIGs on his guitars, I guess except for this one. Both End SIG and Side SIG have their own uses. I think Side Sig is the better of the two. This thing is unreactable, super hard to punish. As you can see, it's a projectile, so it's got some great range on it. You know, it's got a lot going for it. Just look at that. This is the max range that you can be. Any closer and it's gonna hit. That's incredible range. On top of that, it's on Katar's, a weapon that really doesn't have that kind of range. None of its moves can even come close to hitting this far, except for like a dash in. So the area of threat against this SIG is super big. You can GC it, still hit. As you can see, it's got pretty good killing power on a weapon that has trouble killing. It even hits close range here. It doesn't hit stacked, is the only thing, as you can see. But, you know, Katar is expert at hitting stacked anyway. You don't need to worry about that. Caspian Katar Side Sig is a move that I like can confidently say that you can spam this move. On top of that, as you can see there, you can lead into it with different situations, like that grounded nair into Side Sig. This move is super good, and if you're playing Caspian, this is probably going to be your main knockout tool. Next up, Sidra. Another SIG I think I saw a lot of in the comments. If not, then, you know, there you have it. It's this Cannon N-SIG. This move, I'm pretty sure the recovery time was nerfed, but it's still super good. So what makes this SIG amazing is not necessarily knockout potential, not necessarily damage, although, you know, both of those clearly are fine. But, let me turn off position reset. It's the utility. And so as you saw right there, let me rewind in case you missed it, but you've definitely played against this. The recovery time ends before the hitbox ends, which means that you can act super fast out of this move. You can act before the hitbox is over. Look, you can have 2 hitboxes out at the same time. The utility on that is amazing. This Cannon N-SIG is such a good bait option, especially off stage. Someone's trying to recover, well, you can cover this high option like that, or if they try and, you know, sneak under it, you can cover the low option. Another thing you can do is, because the recovery time, you know, ends before the hitbox comes out, you throw it out and then just escape. Mordex tries to punish me and I hit him with, you know, one of these. Sidra Cannon N-SIG, very good baiting tool. I have a feeling that this move is especially useful at lower elos when people, you know, aren't as comfortable dealing with baiting options. All in all, great SIG. There we go. Made it on the list. Next up, another one of my favorite characters in the game, Sentinel. He was actually my first main, and since then this Hammer N-SIG has not changed very much. Still an amazing tool. 28 damage, very low recovery frames, as you can see. It's got a lot going for it. It's got decent knockout potential. Great baiting tool as well, because people will try to punish it but they can't. Picks up grounded, picks up aerial. You know, used by aerial, I guess. I didn't even think about that. Great tool. Very versatile. If you notice a lot of the SIGs on this list, it's not purely about knockout potential, it's not purely about power. A lot of it is also versatility. You know, the Caspian Side SIG, it's got the range. This SIG, it's got the low recovery time. And then on top of that, you know, this is a little bonus. Okay, I said 1 per character. You've got this as well. So the threat of being right above Hammer, you know, this 45-degree angle is usually where you can attack Hammer. It's the same thing with Cassidy. I said this in the first video, the Cassidy lasso. This 45-degree angle, usually you can attack Hammer from there, because the stomp won't hit, you know, the Silite won't hit, the neutral light won't hit. The only thing I will hit is a slow jump Sayer. But this SIG hits there. So, again, versatility, utility, and X-pivot ability, I guess I can say that. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's a little extra option for y'all. There you go. Next up, going fast. Hopefully this recording hasn't been too long. Wushang. Big boy time. You know. You knew. You definitely knew this was coming, okay? If you didn't know this was coming, I don't know what to tell you. You just haven't played against enough Wushang, I guess, because this SIG, for the same reasons that I mentioned why Ada Spear Side SIG is really good in the first video, Wushang Spear Side SIG holds true for most of those. You know, I still think Ada Spear Side SIG is a better version of this, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is a good SIG. Look at the damage. You know, not bad, 25 damage. Look at the range. Look at the speed. Look at the GC. And, like I mentioned with Queen Nai, the fact that Spear has trouble killing grounded, you know, Wushang's got it on lock. On top of that, again, I'm breaking my rules again with Sentinel, but he's got this SIG to cover grounded, this SIG to cover aerial. What do you do against Wushang? You die. That's what you do. I guess. I don't know if you guys can tell, this is not scripted, okay? Kinda running on empty. I'm a little sick. That's the wrong character, but I guess that works. Can I? Wait, I can do... Ah! This SIG. Ulgrim Axe down SIG. As you can see... Whoa, okay. Whoa, alright. I gotta go back. Okay, this SIG. Very, very good. Speed. You're not gonna react to that. Yeah, how am I gonna react? Okay, here's a little test, guys. I was gonna say you didn't react to that, but I missed my button, so I guess you did. Okay, point is, Axe, like I mentioned with Ragnir, grounded kill options not the best. Stacked kill options also not the best. I should have said that. But this move hits stacked. It hits well. It's a good SIG. As you can see, the damage, well, I guess it's against Ulgrim, who has high defense, but the damage isn't the most, as you'd expect from, you know, a super hard hitter like Ulgrim, but that's the trade-off for utility like this. And so this is not a SIG that has it all, like Jawless Sword down SIG. I think that's the best SIG in the game, which has this level of speed, this level of utility, and does 30 damage, but the fact that it still has two of those things is a good SIG. Playing around this, you know, it's also can punish dodges, can punish someone, you know, really trying to get in on Axe. If you watch Isidru play a lot of Ulgrim, you know, he makes use of this down SIG really well, especially in 2s when things are going kind of rapid fire. But, you know, if you haven't, then I guess that's all I have to say about that. Next up is Diana, another one of the SIGs that was very, very, very highly requested or commented in the previous video. It's the bow down SIG. In my opinion, this SIG is kind of nuts. If you look at the hitbox, what happened? Okay. This is a great hitbox. Cause look. Don't look! Okay, take two. It picks up beneath, which is so strong for a move like this. Because not only does it pick up above, but the vertical coverage means that you can GC it at about that height and cover like almost a full jump. It's so crazy. And it kills super early. You can use it off stage, like if someone, you can use it as a reversal off stage. Kill someone super early. Reversal SIGs I think are always good, because even if they don't have the most force, they still have the positioning. Like, if you position well, a reversal can be insane. And the fact, just the name, it speaks for itself. A reversal, it's bound to be strong. And this move has a lot going for it. There's a reason why pretty much everyone was saying this should have been the last video. And you know, I had a hard time not putting in the last video. Just as a note, I think this is a better version of the Blasters down SIG. This one, while it still has a lot of the pros, it also has some more cons. It's laggier. It has a double hitbox, so, you know, it doesn't hit super stacked like the last one, which very clearly, if someone's trying to approach on you, you dodge their attack and then retaliate like that. Very, very, very good usage of a GC. If you think about why sword GC downlight is so useful, a lot of the time it's because someone is coming in on you. You dodge their attack perfectly and retaliate. And this has the same usage, but as a very early kill move. So there we go. It's time for the last one. It's time for the grand finale. It's time for core. Everyone knows core SIGs are incredible, but none are as incredible as this N-SIG, which I just missed. The reason why this N-SIG is so strong, you can't react. you can't punish. It kills early. Unless you bounce. It has the old bugs. So Koji Bow Ensig is a good example of a move that used to have this. If you slide charge it, you just keep going. You don't pause, you don't wait. How are you supposed to punish this? You don't. And on top of that, it hits downward. An area where gauntlets want you to go. Let me just turn it down here a little bit. Because if it hits downward, gauntlets have literally every single one of their air moves also hits down. Except for recovery, I guess. But you know, that's a given. Unless you're playing Scythe or Hammer, I guess. But covers the lip, as you can see there. It covers a jump in. There's the slide charge, which makes it kill even earlier, by the way, because if you're still sliding down, it means you're getting closer and closer to the blast zone below, which means that it's gonna kill even earlier. So, you know, there's that. You can't punish it. Again, you can't react to it. It's a light attack that kills like a heavy attack. What else can you say? What else can you say? It's really hard for me to choose, honestly, between Downsig as well. Core, Downsig, another super good move. But I feel like this move is just bugged. Like, and it's just bugged. Like, what can you say? This is a bug. So, there you go. Another top 10 SIGs. Hopefully this went by faster. Hopefully you guys could enjoy it more. Again, I'm sick, so I'm a little crazy right now. But there we go. End of the video.